Let's just sit here and stare at each other for an hour.
Say, there we go. Are we?
This will be the show today.
Right. Welcome to Great Western Building Systems.
Hi, my name's Eric Beavers.
Where performance is key in our operations. Yeah, we could just do the King of the Hill thing where we're all just standing around. Just
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We need beer.
Yeah.
We're not allowed to drink in the office anymore.
Dun dun.
Yeah. Nicole put the kibosh on it. Had guys turning into maniacs, riding cranes like Miley Cyrus and stuff. Hey, that's a good topic for today.
Hey, yeah.
Sounds like a great topic. Let's
like
do
a
that.
wrecking ball.
Right? Yeah. Which is funny until they start singing. Then it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
Man, you guys suck.
Stick to your day job.
Yeah.
Go back to
All
welding.
right. All right. Well, let's get going here. All right. Welcome to the Metal Building Show. My name is Eric Beavers.
My name is Jared Miller. I'm Chief Detailer here at Great Western Buildings.
Aaron Cowdy. I am the yard manager here at Great Western.
And I'm Justin. I'm the media geek.
Emphasis on geek. Wait, there's an urban definition for the word geek.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's PG. It's like, we probably can't say it on YouTube.
No, it's PG.
But I don't remember.
Well, I mean, it's not, that's not ideal.
It's PG-13.
It's PG-13. Yeah. You ever seen that X-Files episode with the geek? The circus geek that eats stuff? It's a geek.
I have not.
Yeah. The Human Enigma. Fun factoid. That's the name of the actor who plays that role. Tattooed with he's got puzzle pieces all over him. Yeah. Weird trivia fact, Casey, you're going to do some trivia about carnivals, freak shows.
Mute my phone.
Nah, I'm gonna have to find what the actual the bad meaning of the word geek is. Hey, speaking of good things, the CRU just went down $2.
Oh, nice.
Right? Did we just lose Jared?
No,
he's there.
I'm
Okay.
here.
No, he's there.
Yep. I guess a quick. Well, first off, we have it live streamed in what, 3 weeks, or is it 4? I think it's 3.
Might have been 4.
Well, it's been 3.
I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been 3. Yeah. So sorry about that. And we're all out traveling, lots of stuff going on, but hey, we're back to it. We're trying it at a little bit of a different time, make it a little bit easier on everybody's schedule. But quick market update. Okay. Great Western update. Lead times, remain about the same, 12 weeks. Getting a little bit better coming into the winter. We'll have some flexibility in December, January, especially for people looking for a hot deal and, willing to take it when it's cold. So, hey, Arizona, looking at you.
Yeah.
And CRU continues to hover where it's been hovering. So we're not seeing a lot of stuff going on there, but I guess it's a good thing, less volatility. Never hurt anybody.
Right.
No. All right. So what are we talking about today, guys? What are we talking about today?
Talking about cranes.
Cranes.
Cranes. Heck yeah. Somebody want to go, or should I just start steamrolling?
I say
Go
just
for
start
it.
steamrolling.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not a crane expert.
Okay. Well, Jared Miller is. Okay. So a couple of months ago, we got in touch with American Equipment, which supplied or made 3 of our big bridge cranes in the building back in 2021. And we did a bunch of crane research and kind of did a big blog post on the website about cranes, how they're utilized in metal buildings, our building specifically. And I also wrote a script for one of our standard videos to kind of go through it. And obviously I haven't done that, but I thought it'd be a good topic for today's show. So Justin, tell us what you went and did to make this one go a little bit better.
I shot a bunch of video of the cranes inside our building. We're going to pull that up here in a second. Starting with the
Justin went out and was able to take video of pretty much every type of crane that we're going to discuss today because we have them in our shop. So we'll be going through some of this, but Jared, you want to kind of hit off on the main crane types?
Yeah. So we've got the main crane type at least that we can see here, the one over the top, call that a top running crane. We get real creative with our nomenclature. But yeah, that one's called a top running crane. Single bridge going across the top there. You can also see some jib cranes in there as well. We'll kind of get to those in a minute, but the top running cranes are pretty much what are in 90% of metal buildings that need cranes. They're generally the cheapest and most economical for what everybody's needing. But everybody's needs are different. So there are a couple different types there, but top running is kind of what we got going on there.
Yeah. So single girder top running bridge crane. I mean, the reason why these are so useful and, they're in the most buildings is they give you the most space, the most area covered by the crane, right? So obviously up and down because it's a crane, but you get full north, south, east, west, and everything in between, right? So in both the XY coordinates. And yeah, so I guess before we jump on to different crane types, should we discuss how these are installed and how they're engineered into the building?
Yeah, I don't know how they're installed, but I know.
Well, you've run crane
how to
rails
put
before.
up the rail. Yeah, I know how to put up the rails. I mean, and I could go on that a little bit. It's when you're putting up a building with a crane in it, it's I would say it's imperative that you triple check, quadruple check your anchor bolts, because when the guys come out to install, you want to make sure those things are straight. Typically, you run a string line, and then when I've only installed 2 or 3, the crane guy comes out. He kind of looks at everything and is like, hey, this needs to move, so much over this way. So that's why it's super important to check anchor bolts so you're not having to lift up a column and slot holes, and then it could be a whole mess.
Yeah, I would say, go ahead.
Oh, and yeah, they bolt up to a crane bracket that sticks out, as you can see in the video. Then they have a brace angle that attaches to them to keep everything straight. Usually kind of keep all that stuff loose until you run a string line. And, you can slot the holes if you need to on the crane rail, but it's not ideal. So yeah, you just want to make sure everything is super straight. But the guy that comes to install the actual crane, he'll let you know when you messed up.
Yeah, I was going to say it's normally the crane itself is going to be installed by the company that's supplying the crane. And I have some video and some pictures of when our 3 single girders from American were shipped. I'm going to try to, these are all videos here. I'm going to try to email it to myself and then I can share it. Okay. Our piano wire is mostly what I've heard of people using, right, Jared? Because really it's not the runway beam. And when we talk about the runway beam, I'm going to share something else. Here's a building that we did a long time ago, which has a really kind of an interesting. Okay, it's not going to let me share that. File is too big. This is an interesting building. We were talking about this a little bit ago, but this was a temporary building. I think it shipped to Rhode Island, and it was part of a Massachusetts state expansion project. They were making pre-stressed concrete bridge girders inside of this building. And they built it in Rhode Island to service this. And then a few years later, once they got done, they tore it down and it was resold. And we actually expanded on it for the new customer. So it kind of worked out. But when we're talking about the runway beams, I guess what we're talking about is up here.
If you go to Detail SD140, I think it will show you a little bit better what's going on.
Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's kind of a bird's eye view of it, and then that detail. Mm-hmm. But here, I mean, our details, Aaron, you and I were talking about this yesterday. Our details, if you can see where my mouth is, I was talking about the hook bolts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kind of like J-bolts. You're used to using the plates that bolt down, right? So
Yep.
It's not so much having the building perfectly straight and plumb and square. I mean, it's got to be pretty darn good, right? You can get away with a lot more if there's not a crane in there, but that Yeah, the millimeter level precision is really actually important on the rail itself.
Yeah, and they
Right.
can move it to an extent, right? But yeah, like
Yeah,
you
it's-
said, other buildings you can get away with stuff, but when you have a crane, it's imperative you have it straight.
Right. And usually the crane company, I mean, I've had customers buy actual rail from us before. Believe it or not, you can just you can order that, which is pretty crazy. In all sorts of various shapes and sizes, but usually the crane company will bring it, they'll deliver it, they'll install it. But if you are installing that rail piano wire rather than a string line, that stuff has to be so tight and so precision. That way it doesn't tear up your crane. Through as years go by and it's going up and down. If that stuff's not in alignment, it starts to work the bearings a little bit harder. Jared, I mean, this isn't on all of them, but I mean, I guess most crane beams, or at least heavy crane beams. This building was designed for 3 15-ton cranes.
A lot of it has to do with the load. You're talking about the C channel there on top of the I-beam.
Yeah, or hot rolled U, I would call it.
Yeah. Yeah, it really just depends upon the class of crane. And most of the time I think that you're dealing with I think it's a C and above. You have to have a U, or a C hot rolled C channel on top of the crane beam, for that. I don't remember who regulates that, but I think if you have like a class A crane, just a normal hot rolled I-beam. Now it's still big, still, pretty hefty, but there's been a few of those, in my career that I've done without the C channel there. But yeah, you're right. Almost 90% of them have that. Like I said, I think it has to do a lot more with the class of crane than anything else.
All right. And the bridge, I guess while we're talking about overhung, single girder, double girder, whatever, what's nice is the pre-engineered metal building is going to support all of it off the ground. So you can get pretty darn close to your full haunch dimension in width of the building. Like that other one, I don't remember how wide it was. I remember it was 500 feet long. And part of that crane ran outside just like it does here at our shop, which is cool. But yeah,
It was
definitely
82 feet.
Was it 82 feet wide? 82 by 500. How the heck did we ever get that thing? How did we make that thing? Holy smokes. like
Right.
Must have been a ton of
Is
trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made it here.
And it's clear span.
I think it was 2022. Big 83-foot clear span. The cranes really don't impact what you can do on the clear span so much. Really, I mean, not for the building design, but it really comes down to the crane, right? Oh my gosh, when you start spanning a 20-ton crane like this one in the back here, our big one, that 20-ton, that thing's spanning 71 feet. Good thing it came with the building, insane. and it's like it's an old P&H, I think, and it's been completely rebuilt and everything. But Lord Almighty, I don't know what that I'd want to. I don't know what that thing would cost new.
Yeah,
but yeah, cool stuff, and you got your conductor bar here, so all the power runs off that, and in our building system, that's going to attach directly to the crane beam or the runway beam. And a little bit of nomenclature here too. Crane beam is this, right? What the crane's running on would be the runway beam.
Mm-hmm.
And then the trolley goes back and forth. But let's get out of this. Or here, there's
are there self-supporting cranes? I mean, maybe not this big, but that don't attach to a pre-engineered metal building?
Yeah, like a gantry.
Oh, okay. Is that what that is?
Yeah. Do we have one here? I don't think we do. We don't have any gantries. I mean, we have gantries, but that's more part of the Franklin line that we call.
I was going to say, yeah,
okay.
Yeah, kind of more of the web plate,
Actually, I think Justin has a video in here.
Yeah.
But
yeah, like right there.
Yeah, that's part of the Franklin.
I don't know if this really counts as a gantry crane, right? Because usually a gantry crane, the rails are going to be on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole mechanism moves, where this is a top running single girder crane. It's just not the supports for it aren't built into the building. They're built into the line. Well, that's pretty cool. That's not part of a crane though. I was looking for, oh yeah. This looks like we're unloading some stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Almighty, what were we getting?
I don't know, but
Yeah, some
that's
W30.
some pretty big pieces of hot roll.
Yeah, it looks like W30 or something. Oh, right on the straps.
Ooh.
Do you see that?
Yeah, no dunnage under.
Come on, guys. He's probably
I
just
bet,
said.
I bet after he dropped that, he was like, "Wait a second."
Yeah.
I bet you he was picking it right back up to take it into the shop. Actually, I think I know what that one's for. If Anthony was in here, we got some 36-inch or 39-inch beams coming through for Zach Hoffman's job, the Mountain State construction hangar. Jared, you know that one. You designed it. They're jack beams for hangers on the sidewalls, like a T hanger. Lord Almighty.
Yeah.
I guess we're not going to get a picture of the flange line, but there it is. But there's your A-frames you were talking about too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, enough on top running.
I think so.
Sure.
So we did single girder, double girder. We got some conductor bar in here. Gantry. Oh, let's go monorail this week because we do these in a lot of people's buildings.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And I mean, this is obviously not the way that it'd be incorporated into a building. This is our paint line. But for like backyard workshops and stuff,
Yeah.
this is the way to go. Let's see. Hey, I keep getting confused.
For you hunters out there, that want to hang your your meat while you're
you gotta
when you're pulling a Seth Beavers. He was slaughtering his deer or his elk with his basketball hoop.
Nice.
Man, you need like a trolley or something. So here, I'm going to pause this. Oh, wait, nope, go back. There we go. So these are like, if it's a backyard workshop or even a commercial shop, I mean, we have them all over the place. These little 1 ton or 2 ton things, they're so cheap, right? I think the hoist there's $300. And we buy pretty nice ones, right? I mean, you can get them on Amazon for less than that. And these little jet trolleys, I don't know what they cost now, but a few years ago, they were like $100 a piece, maybe $120 a piece, rated 2 tons.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean, it's manual, and you don't get any X travel in it, but for picking up a hoist out of a car, or I mean, an engine out of a car, or, just picking up heavy stuff.
Yeah. I mean, we pick up some pretty big beams with those.
Yeah. And we can, I guess MBS doesn't do it out of the box, but we've done it plenty of times for buildings. Oh, the ski resort buildings that we've done like 3 or 4 of them where they take the chairs off the ski lift and bring them into those little roundabout houses.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So designed straight into the building, and the only downside is you only get one direction of travel. I guess 2 if you count up and down.
Yeah, but like you said, I mean, it's great for even tight spaces, and I'm not using this all the time, but when I do need it, it's right there for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty nice in your garage for sure.
Yeah, and cheap. This is going from paint prep into paint. This is some good footage, Justin. This could be like a promotional video. Look at how dirty our facility is.
You don't want to promote that part.
Well, look how clean the product is coming out, though.
Yeah,
fair.
And I mean,
it looks good.
Obviously, there's just one guy that just kind of pushed it down. He's got the feel for it, so he can tell how far it will go. But I mean, we've had 5-ton beams hanging off this thing before.
Yeah.
And just one person can push it, without any problem. And then, I guess what's cool about ours. See if I can get back while we're, I designed it, but Dom and Dakota actually made the radiuses. We built all this in house.
It looks good.
It works pretty well.
And it works
I
great
know we
too.
built it in-house. That's really cool.
Yeah, but doesn't it look like it was built in house? I would have paid if somebody delivered this. I'd be pissed. What the,
Just needs paint. That's all that is.
Yeah. Yeah, and electricity, like the one, like some of the big shops, like Nucor and stuff, man, they're all automated. Come down, pick stuff up, crazy. All right, so that's our. Excuse me for 1 second. That's our the monorail, and then here let's do underhung.
Yeah, we do have all the cranes in in our building, huh?
Yeah, yep. We're
Yeah.
about to get into jib cranes here too.
We got a
Oh,
bunch of under cranes. They're all over.
Yeah. So
So like Eric was saying earlier, right? This one runs on the bottom of the runway beams. The first crane that we were talking about is the top running, right? And this one's underhung, which means it's under that runway beam.
yeah, kind of like the monorail. Yep.
Is there a
And-
certain capacity for underhung cranes, or is it just the same?
Generally, they're lower capacity, but heck, when we were writing the article for American Equipment, let me see, Great Western Buildings. Braden wrote the article.
Yeah.
Would it be under the blog? Oh, here we go. Here, let me share this. I think we have the answers. Chrome
that I'm
tab.
looking for?
Yeah. These are not the cranes you're looking for.
Nice.
So all these pictures are from American Equipment. They let us use them. We
that's
try to
awesome.
send, they fabricate, they have 2 fabrication places. One is in Salt Lake. I mean, as far as quality in cranes go, these guys are it. Let's see, jibs, single girder, underhung. So they advertise up to 15 tons, but I know when I was talking to them, they can go way bigger than that.
Okay.
And like a double girder is going to be more. I mean, here they say up to 35 tons. Jared, a long time ago, we did a building that went to Newfoundland for a mine up in the Great White North. Do you remember that one? Oh, am I not sharing the screen with you guys?
You are.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
you're
Oh,
sure.
okay.
Cranes.
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
And that had 100-ton bridge
Mhm.
trains in it.
Whoa.
And I think those were spanning like 60 feet or something.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah.
a gold mine or something. They can afford it. Oh, here, double
They can
girder,
afford it.
Double
yeah,
girder.
double
300.
girder top running. Yeah.
They can span
300
200
tons.
feet. Holy
Mhm.
crap.
300. That's beast.
I don't know if they can get 300 tons with a 200-foot span, but maybe they can. I mean, if there's a will, there's a way, right? Here,
It's
let's
a
go.
monster.
Yeah, it might. I guess it might. The tonnage might come down the bigger the span is.
And then a lot of people put these in their shops too. And these can be bolted directly into the building, into the columns of the building. We just got to make sure that they're not tapered in that section. Or they can be floor mounted. Kind of gives you the best of both worlds. Like, well, maybe not, but I mean, they don't take up any space, but then you get, I guess it's a big radius, but if it's a workstation, which is what we really like to use them for, is it's easy to move big, heavy things around a specific radius. What do we see there?
Dakota giving us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Justin's
Yeah.
like, hey,
Dakota.
Yeah.
Dakota being Dakota.
Yeah. he
Well
caught me
done,
shooting.
Dakota.
right. Well,
He's-
oh, nonsense. I guarantee you asked him to use that.
Dude, I asked a lot of people
I can
a
tell
lot
by
of things.
looking
I
at
don't
I
get
can
what
tell
I
by
ask.
looking at that column. Looking
Yeah.
at that column, I doubt they would use. They have their hand tools to turn those things, but maybe not.
Oh.
Maybe yeah.
Yeah, they do.
He's-
for sure.
I
You're
asked him what he was doing, and he said he was going to use it. So,
Let's go.
So-
Let's come on.
cracking me up, man.
Yeah. 1 ton rated. Man, I got stories about these things when we bought the facility here. The company that leased the building from Jim before we bought it, they leased it for like 2 years. They destroyed this place. So all of these cranes used to be hung there. And when I bought the place, all these jib cranes were out in the back 40, just in heaps, not
Oh,
labeled,
really?
not numbered. And yeah, and they were all installed kind of, these were shop made.
You're like,
by-
oh, this one
by-
works. This part works with that part.
Yeah. So each one was a little bit unique, and trying to figure out which ones lined up where was a chore. Yep. And then you can electrify these or just put a chain hoist on it.
Yeah, those are like you said, those are great to put in a garage too. Those jib cranes, because we just need to know the loading and capacity. Because a lot of those are, like you said, you can do floor mounted, so it didn't even attach to the building, or we can bolt them onto our column too. So we just need the loads of it. Yeah, they're nice. Yeah, there's a
look
good
at that
example. Yeah,
Check
just
that
thing
totally
That
independent.
thing's cool.
Wonder what the capacity is on that. Looks like it has a bit.
I can't zoom in enough.
Yeah.
But
I'm
that
sure
is
it's a good
nice,
amount.
that is
Yeah,
a nice looking pre-engineered metal building.
Yeah, that thing looks awesome.
Right. That shop has clearly never been worked in. That's like,
Yeah, they just finished.
That's right.
Pristine.
That's right.
and here's one. This is a pre-engineered metal building too. Here's one bolting up with the boss. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like that one's 10 tons.
Half ton.
Oh, is that half ton? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it can probably handle a lot more, but I would think it would need a gusset.
Some sort of
Yeah,
strut
that
or
one is
something to
electric
beef it
too.
up.
Oh, there's your gantry crane.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There we go.
There's a big one down in Delta. Have you ever driven through Delta?
Yeah.
You know the stone place that does the big
Oh, yeah.
concrete,
Yeah. Right outside of Delta.
Yeah, they have that thing's probably it's massive.
Yeah, that's where they do marble, all the marble and stuff, I think, right?
Yeah, exactly.
From marble.
And you know what? Hoists, right? So like the hoists, run on top of these things, but we upgraded all of the old cranes that were in the shop with new drive controls, new gizmos and electronics and stuff in them. And now they have the infinitely variable drives. So depending on how hard you push the button, the crane will move at a slower rate. Where before, in an old shop that I worked on, they were either on or off. They had one speed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So you had to let the button go pretty quick, huh?
Yeah, it's more of a feel thing, like you would know, because they have brakes in them, but it takes them a second to stop. Try not to make everybody dizzy here.
I saw a lot of the upgraded cranes now have they've got the wireless controls as well, which is really neat.
Almost all of the cranes in our shop that are in like for serious production, they all have wireless pendants.
When we first got the shop, it was they were wired though, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Which is, I don't know. I go back and forth on it. A wired pendant is nice because nobody can lose it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Take it home, put it in their pocket, hide it. We've probably had to replace each one a bunch. We have like a stock of backups, brand new. They're because they go missing. It's like I'm sure we've somehow left them on trucks before, like when we're unloading plate and stuff.
Put Apple tags
just like
on
Aaron, just like dunnage saws and screw guns.
Or when I left my cell phone on a truck.
Did you really?
Oh no.
Yep. Luckily, Ron was able to get a hold of them, and I met him before they got out of town. But I was like walking around. I'm like, man, where's my phone? Oh yeah, her setting it down.
I had one customer out of probably the dozens of power tools we left on buildings. I had one customer call and say like, "Hey, are you missing a saw?" Like, what? I don't know. And he's like, "Well, I got this cool DeWalt battery operated handsaw. It's sitting here in the on the truck inside of one of my parts." I'm like, "Oh yeah,
that'll be ours."
Yeah, thanks for being honest. Go ahead and keep it. We
that is awesome.
Replaced it. Yeah. All right.
Cranes.
There you go. That's yeah.
We did it.
Yeah. So I guess if anybody actually ever watches this, if you're going to put a crane in your building, all we need to know is we need to get the information from your crane manufacturer, and we design the building, or a building kind of is like a foundation at that point, right? Where the building is designed to the crane spec rather than, designing the crane to the building. Usually that's the easiest. I mean, we get close, so if you have a 80-foot wide building, you want to put a 70-foot ton crane in there, you get the quote, and we figure out the rest from there.
It sounds a lot like how we do airplane hangars, like the doors.
Yeah. Got to have the door design before we can design the building.
Yep. Specs are important for sure.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you actually have to buy it, right? So like American Equipment,
True.
You call them, you get a quote on a crane. They're happy to do it. It takes them usually about a day. You get the documents, and it usually spells out everything that we'd be looking for.
Yep.
To get the building and everything quoted. Yep.
About how many big crane buildings do you think we do a year?
Every year is different. Yeah, every year is different. We probably do, on average about 5. I would say.
Maybe big crane buildings.
Yeah, there's some that are, and a lot of them are just, like those like monorails. Hey, just give me a point load here. I'm going to put a 1-ton crane. I've got a buddy that does that, and I just want it here. I'm like, okay, cool. So there's a lot of those too, that we do and have done.
Yeah, we've done a lot of point loads for cranes where the guy's actually going to come in later and put in his own beam, or where he's just like, hey, I want to be able to pick up something really heavy right off the center of my rafter. And hey, you can use a beam clamp and put a hoist underneath of it, and we can design for the point load.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
so when you factor
good.
Yeah, so when you factor those in, maybe upwards of 10. We're not doing like runway beams or anything like that, but yeah, like with all the different types.
There's an answer to your question.
There you go.
Justin. I would think it's quite a bit more than that. With we do a lot of 40x60s with overhead cranes in them, but big ones like that Rhode Island job, those are pretty unusual. Yeah, especially for a temporary building. Good Lord.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that thing's a monster for a temporary building.
I want to go to Rhode Island or Massachusetts and talk to whoever made that decision. Right, like, this is $1 million. I guess it makes sense though. You got to have the building.
It's probably more than that.
Right.
I mean, because they did. Well, I don't know what their foundation was.
They had to put a whole foundation under it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
a lot. That's a lot.
Maybe they were allowed to make some slight exceptions or concessions on the foundation and stuff because it was temporary.
Yeah, maybe.
But not much. I mean, you still have to have a sizable foundation. I mean, one of the things that the engineers think about is, okay, cool, you got 3 15-ton cranes in here. What happens if you put them all together to pick up one thing?
Sure.
So we designed for that. But then also, what if a crane with a 15 or a 20-ton, like our 20-ton crane, we got 20 tons on that thing. Operators, got it at full speed and accidentally hits the stop button, right? You got 20 tons, just like
20 tons of momentum.
That's 41,000 square feet. It's a lot of concrete. That's just square feet. We're not talking yards.
Still looking at that one.
But it was the concrete company, right? They were making pre-stressed concrete.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, so I'm sure they got it. They probably got a deal.
They probably got a good deal.
Yeah. Okay, that wraps us up.
All right.
Hey, thanks for joining us, and hopefully this video is helpful. My name's Eric Beavers. We'll try to see you guys next week.
Yep. See you guys next week.
Take care, guys.
See ya.